Okay, guys, thank you very much for appreciating my last video. And yeah, welcome for the to the test over automation. I'm Pranav here again. One thing, as we discussed last time, like we're gonna make some robust framework. So what we're gonna do? Okay, what I have done for just for a prerequisite, what I have done here, I have just made one locator, login locator test locator.js file, and I've made here login test data.js file. Okay, so what is login locator.js file? What I have done is just given the name. I have just put in one export const login locator, and here, what I have done, I have just provided the name user log, which is has username. This is a locator which we defined in last session. And here, what I have done is password log, and this is a has password, which was also we have done in a last session, right? And submit log. So these are the locators I have placed in the login test locators, and in login test data.js, I have defined one more variable saying const data. Okay, we can have a little bit of name change here. Let's do one thing. Let's make it to login data. So tomorrow, if we just create any other just data column somewhere, then it doesn't get messed with it. So I have placed here, is login page URL. This is my login page URL. This is my username, which we already defined in last one. Password. This is a password, and I have also defined. Okay, and I've also defined the URL that okay user login successfully, and that's the URL which we saw as an assertion last session. And I have also defined one particular array here, object array. Here in first object, I'm sending the anonymous data, which is saying test and password to this. Then, so this is something called data-driven testing we're gonna do here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna call each and every data. You can list out like more than 100 data, 200 data over here. You can list it like this way, like attribute of username and password. You can give different username to test like okay, let's say tomorrow we have a requirement. Okay, username, in username we need some special characters, and we have to place that as a username. Let's say tomorrow in password we need some special character that need to be added. Then and only the user gets successful login. But here in our scenario, we just have this one particular student and password. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna validate this as a negative test case, and I will be showing you a very good way to handle these types of scenarios, the negative scenarios as well. Okay, so I hope you understood these two files. One is login test locators, in which I have placed the locators, and in login test data, I have placed all the data we are going to use in this inside of a test case. And here, what I have done is I have just provided an array, an object array, and here all this data is set. Give let me show you by adding one more data over here, saying say username, uh, say XYZ or SRK. I hope some of them are a fan of SRK here. Password, I can say I want some anonymous characters. Okay, for anonymous character, I have to also give in like this way. Okay, right? So I have defined one more data for you here, but together, right? So now let's move on to our login test.spec.js. So what I have done here, I have just imported. So I have just imported import login locators from login test locators, and import the data from the okay. We change the name to login data from the login test data file, right? It's very simple. This is our test case. Okay. So let's convert all this hard coding the uh, to the data driven, right? So let's remove. Okay. For your information, we have already defined the login page URL in our data file. So what I'm doing, I will just going to call the login data, and if I just put dot, then I will say, okay, this is my login page URL here where I have to go. Then I'm saying await test.stab, enter the username and password. So for stab, what I have to do, I have to remove this hard-coded locator from here. Okay. And if I just put in login locators dot username locator. Okay. And what I want to fill, I want to fill the username. So for user to fill the username, I have to first call the login data dot, I can say login username. One second. Login data and dot. Yeah, here is it. Username. Okay. And here in password, I have to remove this one from here. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to again call the login locators dot password lock. And here in field column, what I will do, I will just call here login data dot password. Okay, right? And here in submit column, I'm just going to remove this one. And what I'm going to do, I will again call the locators first, locators dot submit locator, and click is action. That is very clear. And here we are having another to have the URL. All right. So I have also given this URL into the data file. Okay. And I'm going to remove this one and I'll say, okay, login data dot user logged in successful URL. Okay. Right. So this is where it's pretty simple. And if I now go and run the test case, open the terminal and run the test case here, then it should simply, oh my God. Okay, let me write down comment quickly. npx playwright test. Okay, and what is this hyphen hyphen? We have graph, and what is the graph is at the rate smoke. Okay, and if I just and what I have to do, I have to give the reporter to check the yeah. So mandatory, I just like to give it to because I like the uh, uh, detailed things in my console which get printed. So I like that thing. So yeah, it's just one simple test case, right? Okay, pretty much fine. The one which we saw last lecture. But yeah, here what we are doing, we are not giving a hard coded data. We are just we just trying to get everything from the uh, this file. Okay, that's fine. Everything looks fine. Okay. So now let's go back to our VS Code here. And what we're going to do here, I'm just going to CLS, right? I think, yeah. So what we're gonna do, I just remind you regarding this one, right? We can have the data-driven testing over here. Okay, we have a username and data, password data we are defining over here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna call all this username and password in our test case. So how we can do? We're gonna do this one. If I go to back to my test case here, okay, and here is the test column, test describe block. All right, inside this test block, okay, I can define after this test block, I can define one more say you. Uh, what I'm going to do, I'm going to define one variable I equals to 1. Okay, and here I'm going to call the for loop, and I'm going to say for what I have to get login data, right? Okay. So, okay, for const I have to use an object structuring over here. I will use say username, comma, password. Okay, of of what? Of I need is okay. Of I need. I'm just going to copy this one. Of login data dot this one. Okay, and here it's very simple, guys. What I have done, I've just provided these two variable about using the object destructuring here. Okay, and I've just defined these two variable and call these two variable here. And what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to copy this whole test case from here, Control C, all right, and paste it over here. Right. So what is this one doing? Let me just okay, right, done. Fix is done. Auto fix is done. Right. Now what I'm going to do, instead of filling the login data username, I want it from the table. So I'm just going to remove from here and say username. Okay. And I will say password. Right. Okay. Everything looks fine here. Okay. But still there is an error here. I want to show you that error actually. So you in future you don't do this error. Okay. So I hope some of you guys might have noticed this error. And if you have noticed, let me know in the comment section, like what error have you noticed previously. Okay. So if I just go and again do this similar kind of thing, okay, it will give me an error here saying, look, the name of this particular test case, you cannot give the same name of each test case. You need to give the name which is we need to keep changing the test name of the test. We cannot give the same name of each and every test, right? Look, error, duplicate test title login test mode, right? Why we are getting this error? Because we are iterating over this username and password data. Okay, that's why. So for that, I put this let I is equal to this, and we gonna use the string in a different format. We're just going to give this kind of symbol over here, this kind of symbol over here, and we can call this I object over here. Okay, by giving a dollar and curly braces. Okay, I can just call the I, and what I will do I plus plus. So I hope some of you guys might have might got this one. So what is happening here? Every time I'm giving a giving a number to my test case. Like this is test one, this is test two, this is test two, three, something like that. Okay. And also what you can do yeah, in some companies what we can do, we can also give the data. Okay, like say verify the login test. Instead of that, um, we're gonna change it to validate user not able to log in with following data. And what is our data? I can say, yeah, I can again use the dollar sign and in curly braces, I can give what? Username, comma, and again in a dollar curly braces, I can give password. Okay. So here, let's again fail the test case here. Again, the test case will fail. We're not going to get a proper result over here, but still we're not getting that particular issue which we noticed before, like similar name of the test cases. I'm going to delete all the PowerShell. Okay, sorry about that. My bad. I delete everything. Okay. and let's rerun this one now. So guys, this is this it is like okay. Look, the 5 test cases got quickly run up here in using the for worker, and you can see how this operator is working here in a list format, right? One particular test case got passed, right? But rest of them will fail. Okay, it will go and quickly open our thing, and if you could see here, what we are expecting here, logged in successfully. Okay, but what we are getting here is this, right? So let's very smart way, very smart way. We don't have to go and again grab the URL and everything. I'm going to show you the negation. So here, what you're saying, await, expect page to have URL, which is a login data user logged in successfully, right? Instead of that, I'm just going to put one dot and put here not, right? And now rerun this whole test case again and see the beauty of the Playwright now. I hope it will pass. Yeah, not is a negation operator inside the Playwright. So whenever you are validating something you don't want to validate it, then instead of providing a right, look at this beauty, guys. Yes, providing a not, and it just filled everything. And if I just going to open the report here, okay. Okay, look, all test case got passed, and I told you, like we can call the data inside our validate the user is able to log in with the following data test and 1 2 3 4. Okay, and here if I go and then I should verify. I think we have to change this one, right? And I can verify URL contain. Okay, so for that, what we have to do, then I should verify. Uh, why user is not logged in and yeah, user is not logged in, something like that. Yeah, logged in, and you can also provide the URL. So which URL you going to provide? So if I go back to the data, let's go back to the data, and if I go and open up this URL here, okay, this is our URL. So user should see this URL. Okay, let me show you this one as well. Okay, so we can in this case we're going to validate our yeah. So user is still on this particular URL. That's what the test case mean to say. Okay. So let's go back to our test case here. And I will say user is not logged in and user is on this URL, right? We put this negation operator here. Okay. After this, let's put one more saying await, expect, oh, sorry, right? Page dot to have URL. Okay, and let's put in our data column here. After this I will say user not logged in. Okay, and here I'm just going to provide this one, and I want what I want. You know what is the beauty why we are giving this dot star? That means it is just keeping smartly the previous parameters here. Okay, that's it, done. So yeah, okay, I can also provide it in this way. So yeah, okay. So I think that's fine. And if I just going to call this login data dot user not logged in here. Okay. So here what we are doing, we are giving two exception. One, that this particular date URL is not visible, and here in this exception, sorry, here in this assertion, we are giving that okay, user should not logged in. This is the URL we are providing. Sorry, right? Okay, so let's rerun our test case here, CLS, and run the test case. Okay. Okay. So we have run our test case successful, and if I go and open up the show report here, okay, so here at the end you will see two exception. Then I should verify user not logged in, expect to expect not to have URL, right? And expect to have URL. Okay, right? This is the beauty of the Playwright here. Okay, so I hope you guys like this session. Uh, yeah, maybe let's try in our next test case. What we next session, what we're gonna do once I logged in. So let me go to that particular page. Once I logged in, student. Okay, please see one more scenario. Saying we are actually using this as a UI, right? But when I logged in here and when I enter this data, let's see what happened. And if I just go and right click here, inspect, I'm just going to watch the network call, what is happening. Okay, okay, there's some issue. Let me rerun, re-add this one username. Okay, and this is the password here. Okay, yeah, right. So guys, do you see, you notice, like this is a network call happening, logged successfully. Okay, I think there should be another say status 201, or yeah, maybe we can, yeah, redirect logged in successfully. Okay, we just going to use this network call method. So we gonna use this particular post method, and we gonna logged in inside our this one. Or maybe we can see another use another. This is just a straightforward website, but yeah, we can also see some uh, other website. Maybe we can I will go to find some other good website to verify this API. So we just what we're gonna do, we're gonna combine our API test case. So every time, maybe next time when you are working on an e-commerce application where you have to log in on under each scenario, then you don't have to log in with your with the UI bits, but we just going to use the API calls to log in to the application, and we're just going to get to that user account, something like that, something very robust, right? um I hope you guys enjoyed this session. Follow me. Yeah, and just one more thing I want to show you. I have designed one nice this one, what do you say, one metro. Let me open one website, metro.uk. Okay, so if you can see, guys, got it. Okay, if you can see, guys, here, how many links could be there? N number of links should be there, right? Okay, and here there should be an N number of links here, right? On this page, right? But let's say tomorrow, if you have a scenario where you just want all this links to be scrapped or check, like, okay, how many links are navigating correctly and which links are not navigating correctly. Obviously Twitter link won't be able to, we not be able to verify, but yeah, at least we are able to verify all the links from here. So I had a very good extension. Um, okay, let me. This is my product, my development right now. But if I just go and I think that's one. Yeah, link verifier. Okay, right. So this is my own extension which I have developed for testing purpose. So if you guys can, and if I just click on verify all the links here, okay, then this will smartly go to each and every link, and this is going to provide us a nice table inside the link. Yeah, it will take some time. Yeah, you can see here by using this extension, you can smartly get all the link tags. You got all the links URL. You got all the status of the link, and you can open up this link over here from by clicking on this one, and you can see how many links are actually navigating. Okay, I told you like Twitter links could be not showing the status that's 200 because Twitter is more safer. But rest of the links you can see all the links are navigating correctly or not. So if let's say tomorrow in your test, you have like 200 or 300 links in this particular in particular thing. So there's some information and there's some JavaScript is loading over here, right? Twitter link I told you. And also here, next thing is you can download all this link into one CSV file. Let's say tomorrow you are want to do some link scrapping on your page. Then this link verifier is very useful. You just click on download the results in CSV, okay? And you get all the results in CSV over here, okay? Yeah. So you can get all your results into a CSV file, and it's pretty much very very safe and very good extension. Here is the link. I will be providing this link in now on this video. Okay. Thank you guys. So hope you like this session. So please subscribe me. Please follow my channel, and please give me a subscription. Please press the bell icon. It's gonna be a very vast learning on Playwright in this sessions. So yeah, thank you very much. Keep safe. Keep learning.